Hello everyone, today we bring to you our little 2024 recap. But before we do so, let me introduce you to John Bass, our newest host. Come John.
Hi, I'm John. I help with the techie stuff and present our vlogs. Let me show you the team that make 2024 possible. Come guys. Well, without any further ado, let's look at what we achieved in 2024.
It's a make.
If you like what we are doing, please become a member now.
Please become a member.
Consider it.
Good job everyone.
Just a very brief look of all you're about to see in this recap. It was a year of transformation, a year of preparing the land for the reforestation, the launch of our vlog series to let you know everything we are up to, and the year where we planned and started our biggest projects to date. So let's take a look at the recap. So, first things first, Pedro learned to use the compressor on tyres.
Continua. Que engraçado. Eu não tinha usado isto para encher pneus.
To plant, we need plants, and lots of them. So we had a lot of seedlings and young trees and bushes in Cerdeira village, our neighbours in the mountains, and we went to pick them all up and bring them to our land. With these plants, we also tested a new method where we dug the soil in a half-moon shape and planted the tree in the middle and 3 bushes on the outer side. This method was a test to see if we can retain more water on this very steep land and avoid soil erosion.
I'm the flower fairy.
So guys, what are you trying to solve here?
Everything.
What do you mean by everything?
Global warming, hunger.
So to help us out in planting, we had a team retreat from Critical Software. We divided them into 2 groups to help us out here at Silveira. One of the groups repotted some plants we had that needed some proper care, while the other group helped us by cleaning and doing some archaeology in the R1 area, digging out old water canals that will improve our water management in the future. It was summer and the temperatures were very high, so this was a rough job to do, and the volunteers really helped us out. Thanks a lot for all the hard work everyone. And now we can properly see the water canal, and what a beautiful view it is. Time to build our DIY nursery. That's going to be right in front of our base camp. So we started by putting up an electric fence all around it to prevent the deers entering the nursery and eating all our baby plants. The deers need to wait just a few years so we can develop a fully grown forest with native plants that they will love to devour.
Seems like a very relaxing task, you know?
Yeah, like when you get your headphones tangled.
Yeah.
Except 500 times longer.
And with all the fence done, and the gate of course, it's time to move on to our next job.
And the next part of the nursery is bringing the bases and beams we made that will hold up the nursery shading netting and the irrigation system while applying an anti-weed cover on the ground. And sometimes you gotta improvise. This was our method to do the stakes.
And now it's time to put the cables that will hold up the shading nets. Also, we managed to find a way to put a water system. And the best part? Let's bring the plants in.
Et voila! The nursery is done.
So we have finished the plant nursery, and now all the plants have a nice place to grow while they wait to be part of a forest.
September was the month where we launched our two newest and biggest projects yet, to rebuild an old water dam and start improving the terraces for the agroforest. Let's listen to our team that will give us a brief explanation.
Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Today I'm going to be explaining a little bit about our projects for the next year. So right here we are at what we call the terraces. Before we intervened, this was a plantation of eucalyptus, a monoculture. And before that, this was actually the terraces of the people that lived in the village. So we're actually trying to recreate what used to be here in the old days.
I am here today to talk to you about a big part of our project that's going to be taking place now in these following months. We're going to be reshaping, improving on these terraces a bit. And what are we going to implement here? We're going to try and implement here a syntropic agroforest, which is an agricultural system developed by Ernst Gotsch in the late 80s in Brazil, which aims to mimic nature. So to be mainly process-based versus input-based. The main input we're going to have here is labor. We're going to be hard at work here, sweating, to get this working. There are three core principles that this part of the project is going to follow. One of them is to always have some ground cover. Another one of them is to use plant consortiums, plants that work well together and benefit each other's productivity. And the last one is to have an organized system of pruning. One of the big advantages of these systems is that they're highly effective in restoring degraded ecosystems.
Let's go!
Hi Daniel.
Now it's time to leave the land for a bit and travel to a festival called Gathering of Tribes.
Oi,
É melhor sair por aqui do que lá por cima, não é?
sei lá.
Também não sabe? Oh pai, que eu vim por cima, mano, que aventura, foda-se.
A festival that wants to help different regenerative projects talk to each other, and where we had the chance to present our own projects and meet like-minded people.
What we have is a monoculture of eucalyptus and a more pervasive one, which is the acacia tree. That actually have the commitment to work under very difficult conditions. Having said that, it's actually quite fun.
The gathering was a great time to present our project, to discuss it, to discover new projects, to discover new ways of doing things, and to do some team building. And yeah, it were some great times. Thanks João for the soundtrack.
And in November, with the strong winds and heavy rain, our nursery took a big hit. So it was time to remove the shading that will not be needed during autumn and winter.
Summer's gone, we need to take this out, we need to sort out this tragedy.
And after the storm comes the celebration. We held an open day where everyone was invited to come and see our project. We also had a small producers market and some really cool music to top it off. It was a day that almost seemed like a true kickoff for the years ahead. Thanks to everyone that came and helped out.
We're gonna cut more eucalyptus on this side to get logs for the agro terraces. It's a windy day, so we're gonna be hoping for some moments like this where it calms down.
And now back to the big projects. To end the year, we started to reshape the east side of the terraces. We cut logs from monocultures of eucalyptus that were already on our land, which will be used to stop soil erosion on the slope, and at the same time provide space to plant various herbaceous species. With the help of Lorenzo and his Volvo, we managed to improve the road around the terraces and to speed up their reshaping. The new terraces will be wider, and in between them there will be less steep slopes to prevent landslides and erosion.
Okay guys, minute of your attention please. So we're gonna be doing a rehearsal here for the days to come. We're gonna be seeing how to best organize the workflow, see if we can get the stakes in. We're gonna be putting logs horizontally along the slope, so we slow down the erosion, what we were talking about earlier. And we're gonna be doing them in like a zigzag pattern. So one here, another one here, another one here, another one here. And what we're gonna be doing now is start putting the stakes, see how we can best organize the teams in order to work efficiently.
And we ended the year of 2024 by applying logs to the slopes of the East Terrace, so it was ready for planting season.
And the East Terraces are now done. What an amazing job, everyone. Things are looking very good, and we cannot wait to start planting on them.
Let's travel back to the beginning of the year. This wasn't just about working the land. This mountain range has a lot of clear cutting that depletes the ecosystem and leaves the soil exposed to erosion. So we made a petition where 20,000 people signed, allowing us to deliver it to the Portuguese government to be discussed as a new law proposal that would prevent this type of cutting.
Muito boa tarde a todos. Vamos então dar início à audição dos peticionários da petição intitulada pela preservação das florestas e dos ecossistemas em Portugal.
Em que se verificou mais uma vez na Serra do Lousão cortes rasos.
Time to get our hands dirty again and to continue our 50-year mission to restore this ecosystem. We call it a mission, but it's more like a vivid dream. To improve the biodiversity of the land, to create a community that will be a part of a transformative regenerative journey. A journey that we want to share with you and that you can be a part of. 2024 was just the beginning. Let 2025 bring a greener future for this land. See ya and take care.